day, intrepid and invisible infiltrators. I'm Unsilent, and we're on the air with more Star Wars at Knights of the Old Republic to the Sith Lords. It's episode 48 of the Sith Lords. Thanks for tuning in. Had to look that up. It has been a while since I played this game. Yeah, just a little bit. Has it? Almost, what, 2 months? Computer, the hard drive stuff. Windows 10 stopped working, not the computer. The computer's fine. Just need to replace the hard drive so it didn't wipe the damn hard drive, so. This is, if you couldn't guess, this might be Atten, who's invisible right here. That's the rest of the gang. What a wonderful gaggle. So, last time out, since it's been a little while, got some tips. I think I'll use as... You know, you kind of expect that by now. Hi, Ollie. Had given me a tip on how to do the Vogga thing, so... There's got to be a way into Vogga's chambers. Vogga will decorate his chambers with our skin if he catches us. No one's going to break open Vogga's treasure chamber. You'd have to get by his Kath Hounds as guards him and then break the lock. Not going to happen if you even get admitted to see him, which is not possible. Kath Hounds can be put to sleep, and so can Vogga. You can get past the guards, it's just you and the lock. Simple. How would you put them to sleep? They're Kath Hounds. Juma juice from the cantina. Put them out in seconds. As for Vogga, you need a tub of it, but it's possible. Too bad he fed that one downstairs to the Kath Hounds. Dancing always used to tire him out. How can anyone get tired watching dancing? This is Vogga. Just the effort of following a dancer with his eyes is more exertion than he's used to. Our grand friend, not the nicest guy in the world. Alrighty then. So, you can undo that. So we gotta get some Juma juice. Juma juice. Oh, check at the cantina. That's what I was gonna do, but I figured it's been a while since I looked at the tips first. I just remember start at a door. And I found the door, can't remember the rest of it. But yeah, so this is my my first video using an... What the hell is it called? It's behind my monitor. I can't see. An Avermedia... something... Portable 2 Plus. It's a capture device. So I think I've got it rigged up. I've been playing around with it for most of today. Finally got it to the point where I don't see any issue off in OBS of any screen tearing. So I think I finally got the setup rockin' and a-rollin'. I do think the colors are a little muted. I'm not entirely sure if that's just if it's just the monitor, because it's not the same. I don't have two of the same monitor. So it could just be the monitor, or could just be the capture card. I'm not sure. I'll figure it out after I've done recording this, obviously, so.
Back again, I see. How can I help you this time?
Actually, I'm looking for some Juma juice to make some Kath Hounds take a nap.
That's so. Well, you're in luck. I got plenty of it. Costs you 100 credits for a flask big enough for what you need, no more.
I'm not paying you anything, just give me the juice now. A man who makes that kind of offer is asking to die. 100 credits is a lot to ask for a flask. How about another offer? Well, I'm not gonna pay him, so how about another offer, son?
Alright. Guess you weren't as desperate as I thought. 50 credits, no more.
Usually when you're trying to sell someone something, you're going to say 50 credits, no less. So I think you're just very bad at negotiations, barkeep, but fine, just take the cash.
Here's the flask. Aged to perfection. Should be just what you need.
Not the flask aged to perfection. Now, if it was... Still getting used to the controls again. If it was the cask, I could understand, because, you know, a cask is aged to perfection. A flask, though? Really? But if you were curious about my hardware situation otherwise, I've got a... I believe this is running off of my solid state. Get a Western... Is it? No, it's a Kingston solid state, and I think it's a... I think I've either got a Seagate... I think it's a Seagate hard disk as well. And then... Yeah, that's the show. I mean, there's nothing else fancy. Oh, I'm on Windows 7 again. I'm done complaining about Windows 10, just back to 7. I would have... had it crossed my mind, spend $50 for a copy of Windows 8, but maybe not. Alright. Stealth time. Oh, he's still asleep. I think he's still asleep. Yeah, he looks out. Alright, Atten.
I hear you.
Damn right you do.
Wait here.
You're going to stealth your way in and... watering urn. It's a dog bowl. The urn appears to be the Kath Hounds' watering dish. And pour it in. Okay. I don't think they were expecting me to send the stealth guy in to do that. Doggos are asleep. Just like their master. Items lost. Well, I think we can... Oh, I guess we can switch back to me and turn that off. Since stealth wasn't particularly important there. So, no locks, no nothing. Just a B and E. So we've got... Oh, metal box over there. Computer spike credits adrenal strength. Okay. So it's an inverted y-axis. I gotta just remember that. Chani Vibrosaur and chemicals. And, oh, we gotta pick the lock. Well, the good news is we've got me and Atten here. Oh, received a double-bladed lightsaber. Excuse me. Of course, the trick with a double-bladed lightsaber is as unique as it looks. A double-bladed saber has the distinct disadvantage of, despite everyone thinking it's very difficult to handle, now I'm getting into lore again. Some things don't change. And this is from the Bane trilogy. And they were talking about one of the students at the Sith Academy had a double-bladed saber. And Bane was like, well, how the hell do I deal with this? And the Swordmaster, whose name escapes me at the moment, said, well, it's two blades connected. So if you know where one blade is, the other one is just literally along that same line. You know where the other blade is and where it's going to be coming at you from. If you see one, you know where the other is. But it looks intimidating. It looks cool. So it's very easy to scare someone with a double-bladed saber. Now, going back to the journal for just a moment. Finding the HK factory, we met 2 teams HK50s. I have to be around for that. Lost Jedi. Oh, yeah, that's the ongoing one. Seeking Passage. Oh, yeah, them. Screw them. The Champ. We have not beaten John Cena 3 times consecutively. High Stakes. Oh, yeah, the Twi'lek girl in Telos. Yeah. I was thinking, where's Citadel Station? But, yeah. And then an assassin disguised as Batu Rem. Oh, yeah, that's right. We have not figured out what the hell was happening with the person disguised on Citadel Station all those months ago. We are kind of rapidly coming up on 2019 now, aren't we? I just realized it's 2 weeks to Christmas. I have no idea what I'm doing for Christmas special. I'm at the point where it's just like if there was a thought in my mind, it's like the worst game on the Bethesda launcher this year, but no, that's been done to death now, hasn't it? More chats and character interaction.
Betrayal. Machines. His passion for such things defies me.
The hell?
It might be helpful if I made some changes to my remote's maintenance laser to do spot repairs.
That would be a welcome improvement. My combat effectiveness could be better sustained, providing an advantageous arrangement. And my miniature counterpart would finally be able to pull his weight in a fight.
Aww. Let's see, don't worry. Goto's just jealous you've got all that circuitry packed in such a small shell. Look on the bright side. Goto's a much bigger target. Just be happy we have room for 2 floating spheres around here. Look on the bright side. Goto's a much bigger target. I think he enjoyed that.
Alright then. I'll work on it when we get back to the Hawk.
But we're here.
There. You should be able to do some quick fixes. You won't be able to perform serious repairs, but you should be able to patch up any broken droids.
Bao-Dur's remote has been upgraded with the ability to repair other droids in the party. So there becomes advantageous to bring Bao-Dur and one of our now 3 droids.
You know, I think it's time I gave your cutting laser a little boost. It works fine for repairs, but we could use your help in a firefight. Don't worry about it. We'll make sure they keep you out of their scopes. Hey, it's something for Goto to be jealous of, right? Think of it this way. You can keep Goto in line with it.
Still enjoying that. I think that's it laughing. Bao-Dur's remote has been outfitted with an improved laser. When you come back, we're getting a lot of chats with Bao-Dur and the remote.
I don't understand why you won't let me take a look.
Statement. I've had quite enough tampering at the hands of unskilled meatbags such as yourself. I'm not eager to submit to this treatment now or in the future.
Unskilled meatbag? I'll show you unskilled.
Appeasement. I did not mean to imply that you were an unskilled meatbag, as incapable of performing rudimentary repairs as holding a hydrospanner. It is only that I am quite particular with my repairs. Perhaps when I am more confident in your abilities, I will allow you to examine my internal components.
Iridonian, if I might have a moment.
What is it, Goto?
I have spent some time in the presence of your remote, and the upgrades you have performed on him are quite adequate. I am impressed with your work, though less so with your remote itself.
What's wrong with my remote?
I find his use of resources, energy spent on frivolous things, to be an unsightly waste. But it is obvious you have some skill, however slight, in the upgrading of machines. I want you to provide me with similar upgrades.
I should be able to do something. I will see what I can do next time I have a free moment.
Well, we spent a lot of time with Bao-Dur there. Last time out, we chatted with Goto and Handmaiden, if memory serves. There he is, there's Handmaiden. HK's there. Goto, I believe. Right there, so. New guys are all kind of hanging out around here now, aren't they? So yeah. But we can continue to... I always like doing that. Part of me wanted to do the opening shot of this episode. Ooh, that would have been a good one there, right there. Just with the big continent blocking me out, and then light, and then there I am. That would have been a good opening shot. I think. I'll talk to you. Alright, let's have a chat with everyone. Onderon is going to be our next destination after this. But there's lots of folk around the ship to chat with before we take off again. We can start with Visas here.
My life for yours.
Have I made the My Life for Ire joke about that yet? I am playing StarCraft, by the way, on Thursday, Friday, so if you're tuned in, if you haven't been catching Star Wars, we've got StarCraft. Not quite the same, but still interesting. So, I'm trying to think. Oh god, this is the problem. It's been a while. I don't remember what all we've asked for. You know, we might just have to start with from square one with everyone and just hope we don't piss anyone off. So, how did you find me?
I felt you, heard you through the Force. It was like a sound at the edge of hearing. And when I heard it, I found I could not ignore it.
That's bizarre. But okay, so who sent you?
I serve my master. I am an emissary, a scout. My master was aware of a disturbance in the Force, but was unaware of its nature, of you. The disturbance is not something one feels from a living thing. There is little my master does not know, and that you eluded his sight for so long is significant. But I do not know why.
But that doesn't explain why you've joined up with me. How did you find me? Just to ask that question. So where can I find your master?
You cannot. His vessel roams the borders of known space, and even I do not know where he travels. Until he calls for me. Even if I could lead you to my master, I cannot permit you to find him until you are ready.
Define ready, yes.
If I bring you before my master, untested, without your potential realized, then you will be lost to me, and I cannot allow that to happen. It would be as if one brought fire to a paradise valley, shattered a cavern of rare crystal, or blinded a painter.
Maybe I've just forgotten a lot, but all those analogies really make no damn sense to me. It's just pew, right over my head. Yeah, okay, so let's just, I do not care for 1 or 2 or 3, so let's just move on. Other questions?
I will answer what I can.
Tell me about your homeworld. Was you're the master the one sent to Paragus? I feel as though I've asked that question before.
I am not familiar with the place you speak of. My master has not entered Republic space for some time, but there are others who may move more freely, who may have been responsible for such an act of destruction.
Ha, I didn't say act of destruction. Ha, you gave yourself away. It was you all along, wasn't it? Wasn't it?
There are many factions within the Sith, all seeking to take what little remains in the wake of the Jedi Civil War. Where one moves, it is not always known to the others. But their purpose is the same. The death of all Jedi, everywhere. They believe you are the last of the Jedi, and their hatred of the Jedi unites them. All their eyes are upon you, and it is a terrible, quiet darkness that pursues you.
Hasn't been too quiet. They've been pretty upfront about trying to murder me. Maybe that's just my opinion. I don't think they've been very quiet about it, though.
I will answer what I can.
Let's see. I've heard your species is blind. How are you able to see? Good question.
My people once had the power to perceive events, to see through the Force. That sight may manifest itself in many ways, and at times, I may affect the abilities of others to see as well.
I understand. I do not. You sound as if that sight is lost to you.
My sight has been damaged. What I have taught you, it is not the full extent of the perceptions of my people.
Visas has a limited ability to see the Force. She has foresight in first-person mode, but can also use it as a Force power by spending Force points.
My master, he has crippled me. I have seen the galaxy as it truly is, and it has left its mark. It is not something I can explain, for the words are difficult. I only ask that you understand.
I didn't realize there was an influence check for me to fail there, but okay.
I will answer what I can.
So we've skipped past the homeworld, so let's just ask that one.
It is not something I speak of. The homeworld is no longer, and that is all.
Well, if I didn't pass the first influence check, I wasn't passing this one, so... Well, that was always not going to go well, so... Hello. Been a long time since the war. I'm surprised you're still functioning. Anyone translate that for me? Guess not. Alright. Good day, Bao-Dur. Well, I can't say anything about your sword clipping through your arm because you don't have one. But have you ever thought it might be more efficient to just not carry around your sword when trying to do repairs?
Yes, General?
Opinion about Tilo's situation, or any shields I could use? Any shields I could use?
Sorry, General, I'm flat out. I'll see if I can make some more when I get a chance. Something else I can help you with?
Never have a chance. You never have a chance. It's always your excuse. What's your opinion about Tilo's situation?
If the Republic would just rein Zerka in, there'd be no problem. But as long as Zerka is allowed to undermine the Ithorians' efforts, Telos will remain dead. I can't take seeing my work being used by those bloodsuckers. But there's nothing I can do about it, so let's talk about something else. Something else I can help you with?
Apparently not, unfortunately. You have so much more time for everyone else, but me, not so much, Bao-Dur. Somebody called General, you seem to hold me in very low regard. Hello, you.
Query, is there someone that you need killed, Master?
As always, several. No, I just, target practice, that's new.
Statement. Excellent. No doubt one of your allies has turned on you and needs to be dispatched. Which one is it? The annoying pilot? Or perhaps the Achani female? She will provide excellent sport. I have often calculated what my blaster accuracy ratio would be against her. I could start with a leg shot, and I certainly hope it is not the T3 unit. Destroying him would provide little challenge. It would be demeaning.
Hold your fire, I don't need anyone killed yet. I love how everyone's first instinct is just, God damn it, Atten, we should shoot him. Between Kreia and the Handmaiden and now HK, does anybody actually like Atten?
Query, is there someone that you need killed, Master?
But it's interesting that he picks those three, though. Are they the... I wonder if it's got to be a reason. I don't think this game does things haphazardly, right? Is he picking them because of... No, it can't be alignment, because T3's pretty dark side aligned, even if the Handmaiden and Bao-Dur would be the most light aligned, so opposite to him. So we wouldn't... So that he didn't pick Bao-Dur is interesting. Maybe it's an influence thing? Possibly. Don't know. Alright, no. Questions, though.
Statement. More questions. Wonderful.
Nav computers were tampered with. How'd you get scattered all over the galaxy? I want to talk about the other HK units, other previous master. I feel as though I've asked a lot of these, but I feel some of them might be locked behind an influence check, so we could just give them a quick shot.
Query. Indeed, I was unaware that the Navicomputer was locked.
Yes, it's voice printed.
Statement. Yes, I heard it was voice printed. Most curious.
I thought you just said you had no idea. Or was I just mishearing and not paying attention? You can mimic languages, right? Couldn't you unlock it?
Statement. I suppose so, Master. But I would need to know who voice-locked it. And regrettably, I do not have that knowledge. It seems to me that we will have to accept the T3's astrogation abilities for the time being. It is a very loyal and dependable droid for its class.
Are you feeling okay? I had other questions.
Statement. More questions. Wonderful.
Scattered, we've asked that. HK. Previous master, I know that one's locked behind a loyalty check, or influence check.
Answer. Master, ironically enough, I seem to have developed a sudden bout of memory loss. I shall struggle to recall an answer to your question, but for now, it is sadly beyond my capabilities. Consolation. Besides, you are a fine master. Do not be worried about being rendered insignificant if I were to inadvertently compare to some silly old master I once possessed.
Well, thank you for sparing my ego. Alright, let's move on. Who else is there to have a chat with? We chatted with Hanhar the last time out. It's getting in the way. Oh no, you're having a chat with me, sir. Assuming he's programmed as male? Let's see, when it's captured by Goto, how are you able to find Goto's... Oh, we've got new questions! We've got lots of new questions. Alright. Let's ask him, when I was captured by Goto, how were you able to find Goto's yacht? That's the problem, is you snuck into Vogga's droid warehouse to steal the codes. I forgot, that's how it translates. In the form of a question. I wonder if he's telling the tale about how he single-handedly slew 3 HK-50 assassin droids. HK-47 better watch himself. So who was transmitting the codes to Goto's yacht? Ah, good question. The droids, interesting. Well, they had to have had a reason for doing that. What if it's the weird how we saw with the when we were doing the side quest with the Bith, how some of them had maybe it was dealing. Yeah, he was talking about this signal, and some droids had these weird transmission dealies, or like these weird attachments that presumably tied into transmissions they were getting. Maybe I'm overthinking it. I'm not overthinking it. There's a thread there that I feel that we haven't tugged completely out yet. I think there's some thread still to pull on that side quest. The question is, when and where do we pull on that thread some more? Alright, I had some other questions. How's the Ebon Hawk? Wrong with the astrogation system? What's wrong with the astrogation system? You locked it? Why did you do that? We're finally getting somewhere with the astrogation system. Alright. Protect who? Under whose orders? But the Republic is already in trouble. I'm not sure what else you're protecting it from. Let's go with that one. Now, I'm not sure. It doesn't say it's an influence check. An old friend. Why didn't they want anyone to know where the ship had been? Yeah, they didn't want the charts to be found by the Republic. They didn't want the charts to be found by the Republic. Let's see. This friend, is it the same one the person in the hologram was talking about? Why was there this friend? Why was where this friend had gone so dangerous? Sorry, it's an odd structure. It's hard to read. And the astrogation was critical to prevent learning about where the Ebon Hawk had been. So, this friend, is it the same one the person in the hologram was talking about? But how did the... Okay, so I think he agreed in the affirmative. I think we're following through the track. And I think this is one of those things where you could fill in the blank if you've played KOTOR 1, and I keep hemming and hawing as whether I should just fill in details or not. I've probably, somewhere over the past 47 episodes, basically given you the entire story of KOTOR 1. Anyway, but how did the Ebon Hawk come back from there if it was so dangerous, and why, and where?
T3, you have been with us since Terrace. Without you, we would never have escaped that place. And for that, I thank you. I'm leaving this message inside you because I have seen glimpses of the future. And the bond that he and I share does not allow him to hide everything from me. More of his memories have returned, and they trouble him. He has remembered something. Something on the edge of the galaxy, and he believes that he must go there to end it. But I am afraid for him. Afraid that he may not return. I need you to be the beacon, T3. If he is lost out there, on the edge of the galaxy, if he finds whatever terrible thing he has seen, then he may not survive. If he doesn't make it back, then I need you to return to the Republic. Find help. If you cannot find me, then seek out other Jedi. The Republic... I can't lose him, even if he believes he is protecting me.
So, have we seen that one before? Or is that a new one? Because I know we've seen Bastila before in a holo message. I just can't remember if it was that particular one. Problem when you don't touch a game for 2 months. Not just one that you're trying to LP, just if you don't touch a game for 2 months in general. But yeah, so a friend of yours, is that message what you were trying to hide? So this help you came in search of. You came in search of me? Mate, you are all that was left. That message doesn't tell me where the Ebon Hawk came from. No, it doesn't. Well, the edge of the galaxy. Wild space, some such like that. If you want to... it's like, I think I've floated the Vong theory before, haven't I? And I know there's the Vong invasion doesn't happen until 4,000 years after this, but... Greg Bear book. I can't remember its name. Rogue Planet? Sonoma Seacott, is that it? Maybe I got it not quite right. That's one of the few, like, Vong-related books I've read. But it is Vong-related. But it also kind of plants the seeds after the Vong storyline kind of all went through, I think. I don't quite remember. My Vong knowledge is very... That whole, it's what, the New Jedi Order? And it's like, 20 plus. And I think I've done it, flied up info on that in various LPs with, like, it's this many novels and ebooks and novellas and blah, 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 and short stories, and it's like 20 plus. And it's like, that's a lot. Anyway, I kind of wish they, on Audible, like, they only have the abridged versions of most of them, if not all of that New Jedi Order Vong series, so it's just kind of like, I wish they just throw them together in a nice bundle as opposed to charging like $20 a pop for each of them, but anyway, like, for 3 hours, like, honestly, people. Come on, Disney, get off your ass and, like, no, they aren't going to do that because it would have to be stay just as Legends because they've already gone in that time period. Is already kind of been spoken for with the movies. Anyway, friend of yours. I can't quite catch a meaning from the beeps, but okay. Let's see. Also, haven't done this for 2 months, still willing to get sidetracked talking about Star Wars lore and trying to tie it all together. Because, as you know, it's like poetry, it rhymes. Anyway, so this help you came in search of. You came in search of me? That sounds affirmative. Is that message what you were trying to hide? That message doesn't tell me where the Ebon Hawk came from. But why don't you have that information? Ah, there we go. Now we've got a little new thread to tug on there. Deleted? By who? That was... did I hit that double click it too fast? Sorry, it's... you deleted it? Why? Something's wrong here. There must have been a reason for it. That's impossible. You deleted, and you don't know why. And all you can show me is this old hologram as an explanation? But no, there has to be a reason. Well, it's great that you agree that there's a reason, but... Maybe you had a good reason. You're trying to protect someone. Yes, we know he was trying to protect someone. We just don't know why. So yeah, no, this is just, yeah, going back in circles. Ow, light side points gain. Damn. And blast. No, don't. How bad is that? Can I, That's an interesting angle. Makes me look tall and powerful and imposing now, doesn't it? Yeah, so... Can you give me this Jedi Masters? Yeah, no, I want to do these. Oh! Yeah, no, wait, I always passed this influence one. It's this check I never, No, never mind. Because I always keep getting told... Look for... things that have wisdom might. Saves, will, and wisdom +2. This is what, let's go with this, because I feel as though wisdom is a modifier for... Computer use... Oh, intelligence and repair... Oh, they're both intelligence. Never mind. But intelligence was... Yeah, not wisdom. Okay, okay. Never mind, we can go back to the... So it's intelligence or repair or computer. Those are the ones we're looking for. So something like this, but restricted to scoundrel. So that would be limited to Atten there. Constitution. Yeah, they saw shields. Why am I even looking at that? The belt. Demolitions. May not have anything. It's just down to the armor. So we're at Jalshay Advisor. Everyone remember that. I'm just looking to see dexterity. If there's anything that provides intelligence or computer or repair. How's that relative to... +1 to charisma and 1 more defense bonus. Oh, +4 to charisma. Oh, so we want to switch to the mentor armor. How do I... Oh, that's terrible. Alright. Same camera angle. Alright. Repair... yeah, let's do the repair. And let me just pry open this... try and make this quick. It's just a terrible shade of green, isn't it? It's like puke green. But it is Christmassy with that red cape. I was wondering why the front panel wasn't closing all the way. We'll try again later. And can I do the computer run? Let's see. You lock down your systems. There you go. Need to start putting some... Not very good at this. As long as you can remember your serial number, you should be fine eventually. I'll try again when my skills have trained a bit more. My bad. That one's on me. Is that... Didn't I tell you to put on clothes not too long ago? Like, I feel as though that's a conversation that we had at some point.
Yes?
So what are you up to?
I am training, so that if danger should strike, my body and my reflexes will be prepared. That, and I had forgotten how long hyperspace travel can be. If I do not have something to focus my attention on, I fear my sanity will erode as well.
I love this one.
What do you mean, Pazak? What, again?
No, I do not trust him.
At cards.
That too.
I think this is going to be a short journey if everyone's watching each other for a bit. Other questions.
You may ask.
Let's see. Let's see. Let's do a fighting move, since I should keep coming back here every so often, if memory serves.
I think you are ready for the final tier I wish to teach. You have made much progress. For this, you may use any melee weapon and any shields you possess, but nothing else. No Jedi saber, and no other items.
Let me prepare myself. Alright.
Very well. I shall be here.
Because... Let's see, do I have a good melee weapon? The Chani Vibro Sword seems pretty handy. 4/4 +2. Crit modifier is okay. Attack modifier +2 seems okay. Now, what else? Twi'lek, Rodian Deathblade, basic Vibro Sword, who cares? Vibro Cutter, Vibro Blade, Sith War Sword. That's about a two-handed one, right? It feels and it's not much on the crit modifier. It does have a higher top end, but... No, and then you get the range weapons. Maybe the Ichani Vibros sword is what we're looking for. Ichani Dueling Shield. I'm looking for a melee shield. This is it, and I've only got one go on it left. Bludgeoning, piercing, slashing. I could just use the power shield.
Yes?
Oh, hang on. There we go. That's a little better. All right.
I think you are ready for the final tier I wish to teach. You have made much progress. For this, you may use any melee weapon and any shields you possess, but nothing else. No Jedi saber, and no other items.
But what about force powers? Oh, no force powers. Damn. Blast. All right.
We shall begin this final lesson then.
What happens if I lose? It's like, why get prepared when it's just gonna take all the shit away from you?
You have violated the etiquette of our duel. Very well.
Okay, fine.
Yes?
What the bloody hell is that?
I think for this you may...
Yeah, fine, just...
We shall be...
Alright, so. Got a little hit on her. That's a good super... Oh! She keeps hitting me when I'm down! She's very good at taking me out. So we turn on the power shield. And she's she packs a wall up there. I wonder if I should have gotten out a melee weapon. She's going to win this one, I think. I get the distinct feeling. She's far better doing this than she is.
You fought well, but you announce your motions before attacking, sometimes quite loudly. Take as long as you need to recover, and if you wish, we shall fight again.
Let's see, it's difficult to hurt you. I'd like to try again. Didn't need this anyway, just leave me alone. What does it's difficult to hurt you do?
Of course. I do not wish to be hurt. If you wish to hurt me, then you must try harder. It is not a contest of raw strength, but of action and reaction.
Anyway, other questions?
You may ask.
I feel as though we've asked... Have we asked her about the name?
Before entering Atris's service, yes, I carried a name, as all the children of the Ichani do.
What was it? Influence check?
It is not important. My title and rank is of consequence, not my name. I take value in Atris's service, not in myself.
And you should take value in yourself as well, as do all slaves. If you have no value to anyone but Atris, you have no value to me. Ow, that's mean. You should take value in yourself as well.
We all have value in our oaths to others, and the promises we make. When we make that pledge, we are pledging ourselves to something greater. When importance is placed on the self, then by such acts the galaxy is unmade.
There's some truth in what you say. Is that your judgment of me? Are you making some comment about me turning from the Jedi Code? So it all comes back to me, so...
If reasons of the self is why you turned away, then yes, perhaps there was a judgment there. But it was not intended as an attack.
Don't quite believe that, so... You think I lost myself when I disobeyed the Jedi?
I do not know. That is a question you must ask yourself.
So, Right now, the only questions I'm asking myself is why I'm letting you stay, and keep your opinions to yourself or I'll make you regret them. I have other questions.
You may ask.
Let's see, I feel as though, is there a reason why you're called the last of the Handmaidens? I feel as though we've asked that, but what the hell. Why do you look different than your sisters? Maybe a quick refresher course. I want to ask you about Atris, sure, what the hell?
She speaks of you often in anger, but her movements, the motion of her hand, her eyes, do not share the anger of her words. They are only the signs of loss. It has been almost the count of 10 years, yet the thought of you burns within her still.
Well, we didn't part on the best of terms. She made her feelings clear at my trial. Well, we didn't. No. Two.
I believe that your leaving the Jedi Order may have hurt her more than she will ever admit. It is a difficult thing to speak of, to see Atris unable to confront such strong emotion within herself. You did not care for her, did you? Atris is beautiful and wise.
Let's see, that's a new question. A beautiful shutter, maybe. I always thought she hated me. Yeah. No, Atris was a Jedi. I did not feel that way for her that way. If she told me what she felt, perhaps the future would have been different if I cared for her. Such things were never spoken. It's difficult to feel for anything for one so cold. Indeed. I always thought she hated me.
I have heard that Jedi sometimes renounce the code by loving another and fall from the Order, and there are others who keep such unions secret.
Well, there's a... Wouldn't need the script to episode 3 for that one now, would you? And then they do it all... Did they really do it in the Clone Wars? Kinda with Obi in the Clone Wars. Sometimes, yes, it happens. You've been watching too many holovids. I believe the term is pulling a bindo. Oh, our old friend Jolie from the last game. Is that why we found him? He was in Kashyyyk, wasn't he? I think so. Part of the failing of the Jedi is the denial of love. It is not something that can be denied without losing part of yourself or a connection to those who you are sworn to protect. Ooh, I like the long answer.
I see. So, there are such unions?
Don't want to use the insider term on her, but sometimes, yes, it happens.
That is what I have heard. I was not sure if it was something you had seen or experienced.
No, not personally. Or I think all Jedi are tempted at one time or another. Oh, let's go with 2. I'm intrigued.
I see. I have asked you many questions. I did not mean to. They are questions that have gathered over years, and I did not wish to ask Atris.
If you have any others, you are always welcome to ask. Only fools fear questions and their answers. I agree with that. If you have any others, you are always welcome to ask.
Thank you, then. I hope this creates some measure of trust between us.
It does, and I thank you. I want to ask you something else.
You may ask.
So what else is there? No, nothing new has opened up. Let's see, is there a reason why you called the last... no, I'm good. I'm good. I think we've asked the other ones. Again, the damn light side points. Influence gained, but at the expense of light side points. Damn and blast. Alright, so... have yet to take off, but we still have 2 more to have a chat with. What's the button for... No, that's not it. No, that one. That one. Forgotten L. Thank you, computer. Forgot all my hotkeys. So we've gone around the horn. We got these 2 in the last episode. And then we went around the horn. But we've still missed these 2, who always provide the most interesting stuff to talk about. So I think next time out, we are going to have a chat with Kreia and with Atton. It's always fun to have a chat with those 2, though. Always something interesting comes. Well, we picked up something out of T3, and... did we pick up anything out of HK? Bao-Dur talked a lot, but not to us. So, lots of bits and bobs to pick up along the way, but still. These two. I have to talk too. Oh yeah, I should probably put on my Christmas-themed attire. I mean, it's red. It's slightly Christmas-themed. Anyway, that's it for this episode of Knights of the Old Republic to the Sith Lords. So until the next time, I'm Unsilent. Thanks very much for joining me. Like the video if you liked it. Subscribe if you're new. Share on social media. Follow on social media. The social media handle is Unsilent on air. And as for Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and Tumblr, don't forget you can check out more KOTOR 2 in the playlist. It's on the screen, in the description down below, and more videos anytime on the channel page. And until the next time, I'm Unsilent. Thanks very much for joining me. Like, share, subscribe, and we will see you next time.